Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. Mike, good evening.
Good evening, everyone.
Hey, Mike.
A very important task you just completed there, Richard, I see. Getting the coffee.
So does anyone know the answer to that question?
I don't think you need a mile because I don't think MNQ trades on all of them.
So I think NQ trades on two of them.
I only get the CME and I'm able to trade it, so that's the one I use.
I asked the same level two question yesterday, and I think there's a difference between level two on the futures and a level two on the SQQQ, which is kind of stocks related. So I think that needs some clarification in terms of making sure you get the right package and also through the right provider.
Yeah, my understanding is that NQ and ES are on the CMA and CBOT.
Yeah. I think in the video training there was a DAS link or something, which is the one that Mike puts up on the screen. So I think, and that's obviously the one that we're taking all the reads off to actually then make a trading decision regarding the Nasdaq futures. So I think they're two different things.
I hope he's getting decaf.
after today's trading, gosh, yeah, they did something a bit stronger than decaf. Hi, Mike.
Here. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Loud and
Got
clear.
you loud and clear.
Nice. What's
We
going
can hear you.
on?
Yes, sir.
What's going on? Look at this. The Nasdaq's at 25,032. Can you believe it? Whoa. I'm like, should I adapt? I'm walking my dogs. I'm like, should I adapt and just trade on days like today, so the SPY, and switch to ES and go long with the SPY, which is much easier, and you don't have to go through agita and stuff. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see how it goes over the next, session or two. And if it SQQ gives us
We can't
trouble,
hear anything that you're saying, Mike.
testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1,
I
2,
can hear
3.
you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Hear
I
me
can hear you,
fine. I
okay?
could see my voice moving up
Yeah,
and
it's
down.
perfect.
So yeah, as I was saying, I'd be considering trading a little ES on days like I call it the tabby day, because there was, when this sort of thing happens, it's easy to recognize when it's happening as it is, because you're in the fight. And I would adapt to. I'm just finishing up a couple of good trades here. So I would adapt to trading the SPY and ES. You know what I mean? And
Is
go
that the only two you
long
trade?
with the SPY. It's tick by tick with the ES. When the SPY runs $1 or down $1, it really does move $1 or $2. So yeah, I've traded it before pretty easily. So yeah.
Hey, Mike, I have a question.
Yep.
I'm in the process of getting the level 2 data. Which indices do I subscribe to?
It's the $150 one. The one with the level 2, all the data and that stuff. I think it's $150 a month for the Dosh Trader, I believe, under their subscription plan. If you pull their drop down, check it out. So yeah.
Hey, Mike, we can get Rhythmic for $39. Can we do that, or is it better to do it your way?
What do you mean?
I mean, is it a mistake? Like we already have Rhythmic set up, so we can get like all four, the CBOT, the CBOE, and all of them for they're $13 a piece, or for the four of them, or you can get the four exchanges, or you can get all of them for a bundle of $39 instead of 150, and we can use it in our current platform like TickBlaze, NinjaTrader, or whatever else.
Nice. That's a really cool idea. Did you hear the analogy today about the Tour de France that I told in the chat room?
No, I tried to get in, but it was Carbon fiber.
You try to get in, but what?
I couldn't get in. It was full. It was maxed out at 25.
Oh,
And
really?
it said it wouldn't let me in.
I didn't know that. You should have
Yeah,
let me. Yeah, I'll check it out. Make sure you ping me or
it said like the room is full.
here's my phone number, everybody. Write it down. 561-716-3858. Text me anytime you have an issue, an emergency. I'm here for you.
Say that
Say it again.
I put it in the chat.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I mean, I'm not against doing it if it's better for us to do
So
it.
did you hear about my analogy about the Tour de France in the chat room? Let me tell it to you. Who wants to tell them the analogy today, guys?
I'll have a go.
That wasn't my
It's
analogy.
about the difference of having a cheap bike from the local store versus a £1 million investment carbon fiber bike that's suitable for the Olympics, and what gives you
Exactly.
better performance?
So the Dash Trader is a carbon fiber, high speed, easy to see through the traffic and the signals, lane changing maneuverability on the upside. Yes, sir, the DAS on my high speed bike. You, on what you were saying, I blew by you on your beach cruiser with the big wheels and the knobby tires. That's great in the sand. Blew right by you. We're in the Tour de France. So if you want to save $1 and drive a shitty bike, you'll do whatever you want. If you want to do exactly what I'm doing, I'm showing it to you. That was my analogy today. I'm covering,
Fantastic.
I'm covering. I am covering out 156, 178, 134, 136. I'll close this computer now. Disconnect. I'll open that baby up over here now. Connect.
We don't see any of that.
No shit, because my computer's over there, dude. I just shut it off. Now I'm coming on over here. Yes, sir. That's what I do.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. I missed something there.
There you go. There's
Okay.
4 PAs. I just traded 50,462, made 178, 176, 156, and 134. Never went over 5 micros. One of them I went to 9 one time because I knew it was going to Heinz and switch, and I loaded up on the Heinz. And I've done that since. Ooh, in the room, baby, in the room. So, good question, but that's what you do. Hello, Robert.
Isn't
Regarding your
that
design,
isn't that just level 1 data, that bundle as well?
The one I
Which
was
one?
talking about? You talking about the one I was talking about?
Yeah.
No, there is an there is a level 2. If you look on Prop Shop Trader's website, it's under the
Yeah, but
rhythmic.
I don't use that. So we're talking irrelevant stuff.
No. Okay, that's fine.
It's
I'm just
irrelevant to what
That's
I'm doing.
futures level 2, not SQQQ.
Yeah, SQQ's on Tick Blaze, and they have it, and it's not what I'm looking for.
no. There's a
This
bundle in there that's L level 2.
this is I've been playing Pac-Man, okay, and Asteroids and Space Invaders for 30 years. You get
must be
me
as
in
old as
front.
me.
Oh my, you get me in front of that video game. I'm on it for 5 hours. I have it mastered. I've spent 500,000 quarters in the machine to be the most incredible at the game. There's nothing I don't know about the game. This is the game. I'm still playing it right here. For 30 years, I've been looking at this platform. There's nothing else that I want to look at, talk about, speak about, waste my time about. It's 8:15. We've wasted 15 minutes on garbage. There's a lot of information and learning and teaching that I need to do. If you've made it through the entire course, all the coaching and the videos in the Mojo toolbox, you would not be asking me that question right now. So I ask you, that was you, Barry, right? Who was asking me that question?
Wasn't me, no.
It was, who's this? View profile. How come it's not coming up? Can you talk again? Who asked that question? You're sitting in the blue shirt with the glasses. R is your name?
Hi.
Yeah.
Which
Have you
question?
been through all the courses and
No,
the
I
Mojo
haven't made
toolbox?
it through everything yet.
Okay. Don't ask one question, anybody, until you finish the 5 courses. They're right here.
Okay.
Mojo Futures course. So the Futures course is these 5 videos. Every question you would ask, Richard, is every question he would ever ask covered in those videos?
Yeah, pretty
Yes.
much. I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you go into the Mojo toolbox right here, Mojo toolbox, and you come into here and you view this 2-hour amazing session again. You view last night's session. You view the first coaching session on how to set up and trade on the Ninja and the Dom. Then you go to these coaching session recordings right there. I'd listen to that one. Then I'd come back and do these much watched trading clips. I would be like, oh my God, he was doing the Hines on SQQ at 30. 32 SQQ, big money trade. Breach at 21 or 25,000. I've been doing the same thing from 25,000 to 21.6. You need to watch every one of these videos. So when you come in here, or the next step, when you book a one-on-one coaching, I'm putting the link right now in for the coaching. The first person that finishes that, the courses and these videos and is up to speed and your Ninja Trader's set up and your Rhythmic is set up, set a coaching with me and we'll bang out a plan and make money as a trading machine. That's the link for the coaching. Do not book a coaching unless you have finished everything. That's all that I ask.
So should we subscribe to the Dash too before talking to you?
If it was up to me,
Yeah.
I would watch the Dash Trader on my live stream in the Discord in real time and participate with me in the room while you watch it on your monitor.
All right. Got it.
Why in the world would you want to buy it when I'm replaying it live as I'm doing it all day long in the chat room? Why would you want to waste $1,800 a year? Don't do it.
Oh, okay.
Don't do it. You
It's
don't
that
need it.
much.
It's $150 a month. It's $2,000 a year. You don't need it.
So we just trade along with you, right?
That's the plan.
All right. Thank you.
I put some information about prop shop and using level 2. So if anybody wants to look at that, I put that in there as well for you guys.
Where that's gone. Let's delete that because no one's using the level 2 with prop shop, Doc. We just went through that for the last 19 minutes.
Oh, no, I agree with you. I just want to let you know they don't cover SQQ anyway.
They do. They do. And it's on their platform. But it's not the one that I want to look at. I want to trade on the Pac-Man machine that I've been playing on for 30 years. I don't want to go to a new game room and I don't want to play on a new screen that looks different and may different from the Pac-Man that I have mastered my career and my livelihood on.
And I can tell you one thing. The tick place and prop shop, they are still in the development mode and sometimes they crash.
It crashed on me today.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's it.
There you go. There you go. So there's new updates in the toolbox right here. Coaching session number 2. You can click this link right here, and it didn't record, but it plays these right here, these screenshots that you could play and listen to right here in the transcript and listen to it as you're doing the screenshot. And you could play it right there, and it goes through right here every screenshot, and it taught you'll hear me talking if you play it, and it goes through everything. So it's another way actually of learning that I think will be better because you'll absorb it like a chief. So
Yeah,
that's
that's very good. Actually,
so that was
sometimes you
yesterday. So
can't
this
follow
one is
fast
being
enough.
recorded like the first one where there's a video. And it has all this information on what went on. Okay.
Yeah.
Everything we
Wow.
spoke about. The first coaching session right here has the video with a beautiful banner that I made and a recap of everything that I spoke about right here. I added all this in. Everything's right there. Beautiful. Tonight's will be session number 3. I recommend you watching the rest of these much watched trading clips. Oh my gosh, they're much watch. I didn't put them in there for no reason. The Discord had these 2-minute clips. You could make a 2-minute clip of your trades, and I did it. Trading an eval versus a PA video. Did you watch that? Rail grind trade play and the wow trade play. Did you do that? No. Tracking sheet and video information. No. You did none of that.
I've been through all of that already. I'm going to redo it again to get more out of
Yeah,
it.
but I'm talking about the people who have done it. Congratulations. I'm talking about the 18 out of 19 that didn't. So congratulations to you that have. And you've said you've done it all twice already. So you're like the only one.
Well, I'm committed because my other trading is a bunch of shit.
All right. So you have the coaching link right there. Schedule that coaching once you finish everything. Because I want to speak to somebody that's knowledgeable about the Mojo way so I can teach you how to trade. Because that was the whole purpose of everything.
Yeah, I want to redo it again. I want to get more out of it.
I told you on Discord last night that the SQQ was going to open at 1562. It opened and went to 1568 because of the 8160 last night. Remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember the 8160? Who's in here? I'm done. I'm hanging up. I'm speaking to one person. You're all sitting there. I don't know if you're doing this. I don't know if you're fucking what you're doing, but I hate silence, man.
We're with you.
I'm definitely. Yeah, I can hear you, Mike.
We're all
Remember
here,
that
Mike.
yesterday.
Michael, we
here.
are holding on to our questions until the end because
8160. 8160.
Mike, wasn't there
Okay.
also a print temporarily
So there
for
was a print.
162?
Yep, there was a print of some stupid shares at 162 right up somewhere around that I showed you. And that's where we decided it was going to go on that print.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And it's around here
told you.
somewhere. And where'd it go? 8:38 this morning, right here, 1568. Here's the open this morning at 6:43 a.m. I'm already done for the day. Already done for the day. Here's the print. It's in one of these right here. Here it is. One of these little babies. Thought I had the time and sales on it. Okay, anyway, it did open up exactly. That's why I did amazing on all my accounts. Let me just make sure I'm not in anything right now. Nah, I'm not in anything right now. So that was amazing. It went right through 48. That was this morning at 8:38. My next trade after this 55. Here's my next trade. It dropped under mini Hines. I'm trading in anticipation of 48, 5 micros. I enter here. If it drops to 45, I'll do more. If it squeezes the 47, I'll add more. I'm in 1. It drops to 45, I add 2 more. I'm in 3. If it goes to 44, I'm out. If it goes to 48, I'm out of half, hold the rest for mini, add back at mini Hines. It's my game plan. It's telling it to me right there.
Can I ask a question, please?
Mm-hmm.
I know about highs and many highs, but what is exactly what it meant, or what is the function of these trades?
The mini Hines is the $50.
Okay. And the high is $4?
and the Heinz is the whole dollar?
Okay.
Who asked that question?
Tom Brosaki, the Rocket.
Tom Rasaki, you didn't watch all 5 courses.
I did, but
no. If you're gonna ask me, is the mini Heinz 50 cents and the Heinz 00? That question tells me analogy. Tiger Woods, you want to be on the PGA Tour. I give you the videos and instructions and details to come to my house for me to train you. And you come up and you ask me, Tiger, what's a golf club? I'm like, are you fucking serious, dude? Mentioned golf club 500,000 times in the 5 videos. How can you ask me about what a golf club is instead of what's the apex of my draw? How do I get it to Heinz? Do I hold 0409, touch 11 to 19, sell 24, 29, 39, flat at 44, miss the 4 cents, back in 48, 49, sell 54, 59, 64, 69, 74, 79, 84, 89, ripping to 94 flat, miss the 4 cents to 98, all in, sell 0409, touch 11 to 19, 24, 29, 34, 39, 44 flat, 48 all in, 54, 59, 64, 69, 74, 79, 84, 89, 94 out, back in, 98 all in, out, 04, 09, touchy 11. Do you understand?
Well, you see, that's the problem. I haven't read this way before.
Okay,
Even though
you
I
need
re- I
to
read-
watch the course.
I did,
5
okay?
more.
But
No,
I
if you
did
don't
not
understand what
understand.
the answer to what I just did 3 times is yes. If it's not, you need to go rewatch the course. So when you watch this video next time, you're like, holy shit, I can't even believe I pressed him on that.
Well, thank you, but I will do that.
You're welcome. Does anybody have anything to say about anything besides this one person?
I do.
Yeah, Mike, I have a question.
Yeah,
This
what you.
afternoon, it went down to about 15:01. Can I ask, how did you handle that trading later in the afternoon when it went down to close to 15:01, 15:02, 15:03, and it kind of bobbled around there?
You went over that
Great
yesterday,
question. The
didn't you?
same way I traded it here. You'll see
Yeah.
later on. That's not a good relevant question to what's going on. What's the next question?
I didn't have a question, Mike. It just sounded like you were going back over what you did the last 2 days, talking about running the depth of market down because the market is basically going to mean revert until you get to a key level, and then maybe you get out or you hold your one runner on the Heinz or the mini Heinz, or if you're in the middle, you're running for nickel place. It does sound like review, and I don't know. I just wanted to make sure that I was sticking with
I
you
don't
because it sounds like
close at
review.
the I don't close at the Heinz and the mini Heinz. I add at the Heinz and the mini Heinz.
Okay, thank you.
And I cash and grab right here until it gets to 48. I'm playing in anticipation of it going through 48. It's 8:58 in the morning.
Right. I remember you said you never take off at the Heinz. That's like the all-star play, and the cash and grab in between is the most active and dynamic. That sounds like what you were just running down just now. You went up from
Yeah.
about the mini Heinz and then had to go back down, and you ran it all the way back down to an 01, which is a long move. That sounds like profit.
The same way, going to 01 from here is bullshit that you're even talking about it, because at 8:58 in the morning, the low is 1540. It's nowhere near the end of the day at 15. So what it did there 9 hours later is completely different from what I'm trying to show you here on my thoughts and decisions, how I was done for the day trading by 9 o'clock in the morning. Instead of concentrating and asking me about this, you're asking me about testing me. What did I do there? Why? If you have no question, Here's what I did. Ask me a
Okay.
question about what's going on. Mike, is that 422,300 shares on the ass? That's a big signal. So that confirms it's gonna go higher.
That's literally
Yes.
what you just explained. You said that yesterday. If you find a big print, expect it to go there. If it doesn't, it runs the other way. Be on the lookout for it to reverse. And it's a good chance that it goes there. If it's an imbalance on either side, expect it to run towards the imbalance, like the weighted side, the higher
Correct.
side.
Rob, but you're the only guy. You're 10%. 90% of the people don't understand it still, dude.
Mike, I took that with you this morning and posted actually my winnings in the profit section. So just to let you know, I've caught that as well.
Wonderful. All right. Anyway, it's 48. I'm playing for the mini Hines. It drops to 46. Cross market. Drops to 44, 45. I'm out. New trade. Squeezing the 45s back up. I got stopped out there. From there to there. Stopped out. Back in, added 45. Confirm it. Look at that trade from here. Added on the 45. Cross market 46. New York Stock Exchange comes on the bid. He's very powerful in the pre-market. And it goes through 46, 47. That's what I was playing in anticipation through. They tried to fake me out, but they didn't. And then it comes back, Pacific, just like yesterday and the day before, cross market at 47, signal at 48, 9:27 a.m., getting ready for the open. 9:27 a.m. and 19 seconds. There they rip it. 48.49. 2 cents under the high. 48.49. I say they took the whole Meshuggah. See that? The 4166. That's the Meshuggah. They took them. They took the Meshuggah. People didn't know the Meshuggah is a Yiddish word for a Hebrew, meaning a crazy, insane, or foolish. It can also refer to nonsense and silliness in a ridiculous situation. My mom called me a Meshuggah always. People didn't know what a Meshuggah was, so I had to tell them. So it went 48.49, guys. I'm all in. I'm all in. Max position.
So when you all in, how many contracts do you put in?
How many max per account, whatever you do. 5 micro challenge. I'm all in. New trade. 946 from 9:30. 15 minutes later, it comes down to the low of the day and bounces off and goes 38.39. I'm in for the squeeze of 40. 40.41. So that's when you enter right there. That's your edge. And look at the dark pools.
9:29 was the right before the open. Does that affect your thinking on anything?
At 9:29?
Yeah. Would that change your attitude about whether you should get in or should wait a few minutes for the
I'm already
market?
in.
Okay.
I'll look again. I'll show you again. 44.45. I'm in 5. I'm in 9. I'm in 9. I'm out of 4. 5 left. 4 left. 4 left. 3 left. 3 left. There you go. 3 left. That's how I played it. However it finished, I don't remember. But 15 minutes later, I did it again. In 1 lot, 39. Added in 3 lots now, 40 by 41. Selling, all of them have a runner at 45, 46. 1 left. Sold 42, 43, 44. Got 1 left at 45. Holding 47, 48. All in 49 and 50. Max position. Selling right here at 53. selling at 53. And that's how I ended that trade. 9:49. And then 2 hours later, I did the next trade at stopping station, 27 to
what
32.
did you do between the 2 hours? Just watch the tape?
Watching it drop, man. It dropped from 48 I dropped from 53 to 26. So
Wow.
every single person blew their account.
Did it respect the decelerator nickel zones on the way down?
I have no idea. I came back at stopping station when it hit my alert.
Ah, right. Yeah.
So how did you
I
set your
don't like
alert?
cash and grabbing in decelerator zones. I like cash and grabbing in accelerator zones. You don't cash and grab in decelerator zones. You wait and be patient in decelerator zones.
Yeah, that's the secret, isn't it?
I mean, if you're running down the block, you're in school, you come out of class, and you got to run to the next class. You're in the middle of class. You run out, there's no one in the hall. You can run as fast as you want. Class is over. You run out. You can't even run. There's 1 million people in the hall. How are you going to run? It's in a decelerator zone. You're going to run in the decelerator zone. You ain't going to go far. Try running in the accelerator zone when everyone's in class. You run a lot faster. So accelerator zones, decelerator zones. Don't short in decelerator zones like a crazy man. Short in the accelerator zones in the green.
So that means that the SQQQ is rising up, no, going down, right? So you don't trade because the NQ would be rising.
Correct.
Okay.
So right here, I'm playing in anticipation of going through 26, adding at 27 to play through 28 in an accelerator nickel higher. 26, and it doesn't do that. At 11:27. My next trade is 11:46. Touchy 18, 21 to 22, expect 18. It did that, and it stopped right here. Entry 1 micro. Anticipation of doing 5 back to 20. There it is. Looking at him down here, the 15.15 to go through 15.20 over there. And look at 15.21 bigger than that red right there. And you got a nice size right there. And it does it. It goes 16.17, 17.18. It does go up. Look at the dark pools, 1,000, all at 9,999,999,999. I know it's going up. 15.16, I'm being strong. 14.15. 14, it goes back to 16. 15.16. Squeezing the 16. I add more, going to sell some at 17 and 18 now. Now I got a bigger position. I got 14. And there it goes, 17.18, right at my signal. And that was at 12.20. At 12.45, it's back down for the next trade. Squeezing 17, trying to make another move at 20. Adding right here for the move to go back. Now I got 5. I got 1. I got 2, 3, and 4 right there to go through that. Stopped out. 12.50 to 121. Either that trade ended or I got stopped out. So here is, I probably got stopped out, I think, because I waited so long. So here's in the afternoon at 121. This is what you guys were asking. I waited for it to come down to stopping station 07 to 12. It touched 08 and bounced off. I'm ready to go in. On the green bar, it's forming, going back up to go through the 10, 11, and 12. There's 06, 07, still there. I still have 3 to 5, not doing anything. Still got 3 to 5, not doing anything. Still got 3 to 5, not doing anything. At 9, I'll sell 2 of them. Sold 2 of them. Got 3 left. Sold 1 more. Print to 30,000 goes off. Holding 2 into 10. And then it closes. So that's how I ended the day at 1:40 p.m. My last trade was right there after it printed 30,000. I put a stop in, and if it went under 8, I'm done. And that was it. That was my last trade. And then I put this out at 4:30. What's happening tomorrow? The unemployment claims. And this is what it looked like in the after hours where I started trading, and I just made right here $178, 176, 156, and 134, never going more than 3 to 5. So right here, this is how it closed. I'm in. Gonna squeeze the 03s maybe. I'm gonna test it with 1. Gonna watch what happens here. I'm in. See it? 15 by 01. They squeeze those 01s. I'm selling 02, 03. I'm adding. You could tell it's going to go to 02. There's only 3 left. I add. I'm going to sell 02 and 03. Cross market on the 01. Got some orders out for some covers. There's 02. And the highest it went was half of 02. Squeezed a little bit of it. So I probably at that point was up $80 from this 170. That was about $80. Then the next trade after that one was right back down here. So it went to $14.99 by 15. Bounced off 98. I'm in again. 1 lot. Adding right here for the move through 15. I'm in 2 lots. Now I'm selling a lot at 15.01 when it starts to go there. And there it is. I'm at a half of them. Now I'm up on this 176. I'm about 120. Then it goes 01, 02, 02, 03. If it goes back to 02, I'm out flat. 2 big red bars. Then I'm flat. It goes back to Heinz, and I'm back in. Look, back in. And I ended it from that trade up 178, 176, 156, and 134. Never trading more than 3. One time I did 5. So by me going over my round and showing again in detail what I'm looking at, how many I'm adding, why I'm trading, is the same things that you got to look and think about instead of doing whatever your old habits are. So I showed it again. Does anyone have any questions about it? One at a time.
Yeah, it's James, Mike.
Hey, James.
Regarding where you place your stops.
I don't have any stops. Were you in the room today? We covered that. I don't place any stops. I have a back end on the rhythmic that stops me out on if I fuck up on the trade.
Oh, okay. So that's what you're referencing when you say you got stopped out.
Correct.
Okay, got you.
Rhythmic shut me down.
Right.
Which is what you want it to do.
When you said you were stopped out, you mean stop out in the back end for $500? Or just on that contract?
Because someone else answer his question?
I heard what you said, but I
Can
didn't know
someone
that.
else answer your question but me? Does anybody
It's
have
all set up. Yeah,
The position had reached
Mike,
the
it's all
loss of
set up.
$500 and Rhythmic stopped him out, closed him out.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, whatever you use as your loss limit in rhythmic, that stops you out.
Correct.
Okay, got it.
And at that point, I think that's when you're switching to an alternate account, aren't you? Because obviously you've got to go into the back end of Rhythmic to adjust it to get it back working again.
Well, no, he traded out of it.
Yeah, I had to go back into Rhythmic, make a new adjustment, go back into my trading account, reestablish the position, and grind that shit back. What else do you do? I mean, if it's a rebuy tournament and I go to the casino and I go all in and you bust me with a crazy ass hand, I go and I rebuy. I go throw up another hundo and give me more chips, and I go back in and I come play against you again. Isn't that what it is?
Yep.
Isn't this the greatest rebuy tournament in the world?
Yep.
Yeah. The market calls your all in every time. It's 98 by 99. I'm all in. I'll bet $1 million. Okay, I'll take your bet. Go to the casino with pocket aces and push all in. The whole table's gonna fold.
Hey Mike, this is Dave. I had a question about a couple things in this last picture here, and also I think the last trade of the regular hours today when you were going through that one. And I think in both of those cases there was some big size on the bid there at a couple levels. How does that affect what you're looking at? Does that make you take some off, or are you thinking it's going to reverse, or what are you thinking when that comes up?
Oh, when there's a lot of bids, I'll be waiting patient to see if the big bid goes lower and I time a good entry better than rushing in with the big bid. I want a big ask,
Well,
not a big bid.
if you're already in,
Then I'm already in. I go to 5. Let it that's it. I'll trade out of it. It didn't go. I risk 1 penny. I risk 1 penny.
yeah.
If the whole thing is stacked up and I'm squeezing the ask and it goes the other way and then flips back and tricks me, I'm risking 1 penny. Dude, my ace king. I flopped an ace 5-9. Why are you calling me, dude? You have pocket nines, pocket fives, or pocket threes? I'm going to give you more money? I risking 1 penny? I'm not giving you any more. You got a great hand, dude. You'll hurt me. So take my chips and let it go 2 pennies lower, and then I'll take those chips back with a new hand, dealer. That's what you do, right?
Hmm.
I didn't know anything else. Tell me another way to do it. Dealer, I have a shitty hand. Give me another hand and let me play the same pot with the same chips. Okay. You can even do that in the stock market. Can't do that at the casino. You got to wait for the next hand and put in more money. Some people are doing it. That was me today. I was done at 8:30 in the morning. I never went back to those accounts. Done. Now I'm in them right here. Here they are. That 52,418. I didn't touch that one because that's in payout. So what I did is when I logged in tonight, I looked at the littlest balances. 30, 50,000, 300, 300, 300. Okay. Those are the ones that I traded. I didn't touch any of the other ones. I just touched and that one. I didn't touch the 51, any of those. Those are the tables that I went up to. Because there's less risk of messing up than ones I already have big profits in ready at payout, 52.5. See? This one's at 52,530. 52.4. I didn't touch those. These I made more dollars on and I'm done for the day. That's how I decided which accounts to trade. Lewis did great. Good job. Lewis made on his PA $857. You better be careful. They're not going to pay you. You're going to have to make more money now because you're over 30%.
That's why I stopped and went to my
Yeah.
other accounts.
Yeah. So if you have 53,600, 3,600 times 30%, I think that's how it works, is 1,080. That's the most you could make if you're at 2,000 over.
Well, needed to divide 0.3 into the 8. What was it? And it tells you then the max
Yeah.
that you need.
Yep. Good job there. Nice stop. Nice stop. This guy also, Dean, did the same thing. Stopped at 800 and 841, the magic numbers. Isn't it amazing that in our room we have to stop for the day instead of like making it and shit? And then when you don't stop, you give it back and shit. The trading gods punish you and stuff. Ridiculous. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. But yeah, so that's how it grows, boys. It's a shame that people really don't have good questions, man. Are just sitting there on their rumps. And you got Tiger Woods in the room. Can ask him anything.
Might find the hour before the open more beneficial.
No, I usually lose there and wind up grinding it back once it opens and shit. But today I did pretty good because from last night I've been following intensely on each of the levels and coaching you all. So I'm freaking dialed in, man.
Okay.
I'm dialed in. Between 15 and
after you did
15.50 now.
last night,
It's my
did you
it's my
trade
bitch.
different accounts this morning?
After I didn't trade I traded this morning.
Well, yes. Were you trading different accounts than the good ones you traded last night?
No, I traded.
Last night you said I'm done.
Yeah, I was done this morning very, very early on everything. Very early. All these right here at this 4:36. Every one of these I was done at 8:30 in the morning. I didn't turn it back on once all day long. Why do I have to turn it back on? You don't
Mike, I have a
understand?
question on the DOM.
You don't understand that?
Done. Walk away.
What the hell does it matter what time of the day it is? You punch in, you make all your money. The boss says you're done, go home. What do you say? No, I'm gonna go fucking sit at my desk. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's the only reason you would invest $150 a month for the DOS is so you could trade the evening if you wanted to. Since your program isn't running.
The evening is over at 8 o'clock. And you're gonna lose. It's gonna be tricky.
So you've
never been. I mean, it's like it's like we're gonna let's go mountain climb. Let's go skiing, and I've really never skied before, and let's go on the triple black diamonds and shit.
Well, you had a good day yesterday, and then you traded yesterday evening and made even more in different accounts.
Yeah, so you're not me, dude.
Okay, so just trade during the U.S. hours.
You're not
primarily.
me, man. You're gonna get tricked, and once it starts its momentum, I'll tell you a tip right here. 95 out of 100 night sessions, it goes higher. So you're gonna have to fight the green candles.
Okay, thanks.
Do you know why?
Why it goes higher? I've been amazed that after the U.S. quits and it's down, then it drifts higher all night long.
Correct. Why does it? And it's done it 95 out of 100 nights in a row. Probably 290 out of 300 nights in a row. Why does it do that?
Why?
Well, the volume is much less.
So
It
they
can
can
be
take
easier,
it
Well,
back
much
down
that's
easier
a
to
move.
no-brainer. Of course, the volume's no less at night than during the day. Of
Well, it
course,
takes
but
less of a player to move the market.
okay.
So the big
You
boys
were
can
warm.
drop it in the morning.
No. You were warm on the second one that you said there. The first and the second is a little bit both warm. The volume and the character is why it goes higher every single night. Same thing with the cryptos. Once they little start, they don't stop. And they just keep on going all night and for days. It's because us, the retailers, they don't know how to short. They don't know what shorting is. They don't know what shorting is. So they don't short.
Then the next day, I find most of the time it loses all of that overnight gain.
Correct. When the Asian session opens up at 4 in the morning. Okay. It goes back to somewhat where it closed the previous day. So that's why I don't trade at night, because I'm short biased and I've traded 290 days fighting out of 300 nights. I go out at night and I get my ass handed to me.
So you're saying this because of past experience.
I just told you 300 nights. I journaled it and traded 300 nights. 290 nights. It went higher and beat the shit out of me. Go and trade at night.
So can we do the opposite then if we know that?
Go ahead.
Hey, Mike, quick question on the railguard. Is that a stochastic that you're using down there?
Yeah, I'll answer that stochastic. The person that just asked me that question after all I just said, are you up during the US hours that you could trade during the day, or you can only trade during the nighttime at now? The guy from Thailand that just asked me that question. That's been asking all the questions all night. Don't go silent. Unbelievable.
Well, for what it's worth, we are in the learning process. Even though I watched that
So I asked you a
video,
question, you're back. Do you trade during the 9:30 session and after? Yes or no?
no, you're talking about the daytime or nighttime?
I'm talking to you about the daytime. When the
I
stock
trade in the
market
morning.
opens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, and I'm trading in the room when I go, and the rest, so the traders, it runs till 4 p.m. Are you up, and do you place any trades during those hours?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so again, don't trade at fucking night. Do
I
you
got it.
understand?
Yeah, I got it. But
So don't talk about it no more. If you
Okay.
want to go fucking trade at night and do some shit with some shit, go ahead. I don't need to hear about it. Doc doesn't, James doesn't, Brian doesn't. We don't need to hear about that shit. We don't
Well,
do that shit.
we are in the learning room here, and I ask question just to understand. I
No,
don't
you're
do
asking me how you're going to trade at night. And I'm telling you, don't trade at night.
I don't. I never did it.
Okay. Irrelevant. Let's ask another question.
I had a question about what you just said as far as why things go up at night. I know the US dollar is the reserve currency, and looking at the SQQQ, we're talking about the NASDAQ as the underlying. Perhaps that you have that drift upwards because it's a hedge against any kind of volatility in the rest of the global market because of the risk on and risk off relationship between the US dollar and the index, or one of the indexes associated with it.
That's a great hypothesis, but the volume is so low, I can't see them possibly taking any sort of big hedge that would offset anything like that. If the move's maybe 200 points at night and it moves that kind of much, possibly, but it usually doesn't move that. Usually it'll move up 50 points against you and go towards one of the Hines numbers. 24,500, 24,550, 24,600, 24,650, and it'll go according to the number on of what that contract is in the futures. That's where it's escalating to at night all the time.
Well, I would also say that with that hypothesis, it's a hedge during the day as well. And so you can't say it's moving up at night because it's a hedge and then it doesn't during the day.
Lewis, you should go take George Soros's position and go take his fund over. You are so smart about the market, dude.
Hey, I am ignorant.
I wouldn't say a word like that. I don't know which way the market's going. I don't give a fuck what the price SQQ is. I'm a motherfucking hustler. I'm cashing and grabbing, taking the fucking people's money when the bar goes against them, and they're providing me liquidity when it rises back up because they got YOLO FOMO. That's how I trade, and it's a very good system. I'm all in at 48 and 49. I'm all in at 98 and 99, and I'll give you in the market 1,000,000 to 1 odds that I make the most amount of money on that, and I'm done for the day. That's who I am, and that's how I trade. Anything else that anybody asks about is off base. You need to learn that and master that.
Well, you know what? I just got the best of that in the last 10 seconds. You just said it. That is the lesson right there.
Wonderful.
Sorry, I was going to say that the volume is different in the day session versus the quote unquote night sessions because the people that are most invested in the NASDAQ are going to be trading during the day. So the hedge that you're saying that is identical during the day and during the night couldn't possibly be because there's a different level of interest and therefore participation at those different times of the day. You know, for instance, the NASDAQ is an American index, and the institutional participation during the day is going to be American, which is the most heavily invested in the index. At night, in the Asian session or Australian session or even the European session, the interest is not the same. So it's more like a softer hedge in the evening. If there's some issue in the rest of the market, those positions in the USD NASDAQ pair.
Well, those are really good thoughts if you're a chartist and you really need to know what's happening. But I told you last night where it was going to open in the morning from a signal that I looked at the engine in the level 2 before it happened. Had nothing to do with any markets at any time or anywhere. It's from being a master of study of what I'm doing and sleeping at night and knowing that once I shut this off, I'm done for the day at 8:30. The markets reopen for me the following day. I go away. I don't want to have anything to do with this piece of shit market. That's stupid SQQ, Asia, Trump, and everybody in the damn other. They're all crazy. They're all mashuganas, and I can't stand them. Get me in. Let me look at SQQ. When it stops moving down and squeezes back up, I enter in a short. I add to the short. I come out and see if I can get a runner. That's all I do. When it goes 48.49, 98.99, I'm all in and done for the day. If you do anything else, you're going to lose. It's called gambling.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just said. That is like a light bulb moment for me right there.
Done.
Really.
Done.
I don't
Get
need to do
5
anything
payouts
else.
and get 5 payouts and talk to me about the cash and grab. Until you master that Hines and mini Hines and go all in and make a boatload of cash and get payouts on that. Don't talk to me about stopping stations and the Hulk trade play and the wow and all this other crap. I don't want to hear it. Hit the ball straight. Then I'll show you how to hit a draw and a fade and hit it straight in the same round. But don't talk to me about hitting a draw and a fade if you can't even hit it straight.
Can I ask you a golf question?
Sure.
How do you manipulate your grip, or do you when you want to change your shot to the draw or fade?
I don't. I only hit a draw.
Okay.
That's it. I
So you
I
just
eliminate
come
the
from
right.
inside to
I
outside, and that's
eliminate.
it?
I eliminate the right side of the whole golf course. I only hit a baby draw.
Okay.
And how I do that is this. See the pen? That's where I hold the golf club in my fingertips. This pad sits
Right.
on top of the shaft like that.
I got it.
So when I bring it back, my wrist cups, I come into impact. The shaft is sticking straight up in the air, and I compress the ball every time. I hold it like this in my fingertips.
And you just release it at the bottom?
Yep. I drop right into it. I never swing at it. If I swing at it, you come over the top a little bit.
Right.
You don't catch it on the bottom groove. You want
Yeah.
to catch the ball on the bottom groove of the iron. So you got to drop into it. Like Justin Rose does. You know, he does that over exaggerated, like huge drop down. I love that move, dude. I have a
Okay.
swing exactly like Justin Rose and Tommy Fleetwood. Though that's my swing.
I see.
And those guys hold it in the fingertips like that. You know the tiger on Instagram, the guy in Thailand and shit, the tiger guy that swings like butter with his wrists and shit. You know who I'm talking about?
The guy from Thailand?
Yeah, his name is Tiger, the lion. You never see on Instagram. You never seen him? All
No.
right, no problem. Another time when we chat one time, I'll show them to you. But anyway, anybody have any more questions?
Yeah, Mike, if I could revert you back to that rail guard, is that a stochastic, and do you use it as confirmation or?
I use it to give me to stay in the trade.
Okay, good. And how'd your boy do last night in baseball?
Oh, he could have done better, actually. We spoke about this today. They lost 1-0. He was at bat with a man on second, and he struck out. And out of the last 100 at bats, he's only struck out 5 times out of 100. So he's got great hand-eye coordination. So I make him hit the ball and stuff. But what he did wrong was he couldn't sit home. And he snuck out of the house with his golf clubs and went to the driving range to hit a bucket of balls, and then played in his first big game of the high school. And I said, dude, you hit the ball pretty good on the range, right? Hit some good shots, right? Yeah, I did. Well, that's your freaking hit tonight, dude. You're not going to fucking perform at the ultimate level tonight because you've swung that stupid golf club all for freaking a half hour. You should have been in the bed.
Timing.
Yep, you should have been in the bed, relaxing, thinking I'm throwing 50 strikes, 50 curveballs. I'm hitting it 3 times, and 2 of them are going to be triples, and one's going to be maybe a home run. And if you think that and dream that and picture that in your mind, you will go and do that. His greatest game he's ever pitched, I made him go in his room and dream in his mind and close his eye and throw 85-mile-an-hour fastballs, upper right, upper left, middle, lower right, hit them all. That's 5 pitches, hit every zone of the box, and then throw 50 curves and sliders right in there. He had the best pitching game he's ever had. He was unhittable, dude. So that's mental. At this point in life, like myself in golf, I shoot par each time. I'm at the physical stage where it's like walking. I cannot not shoot good. How I shoot better is mentally. mentally thinking about it the night before, preparing my close, knowing and looking at the scorecard, what I could possibly do, where I'm going to hit it, how I'm going to play. So confident. The harder I try, when I don't do that, the worse I do, just like they did in the Ryder Cup. So with that said, everybody, hope you have a good night and learn something. And yeah. Anybody got any more questions?
One time I
could
read a
I
book.
just say thank you very much, Mike. This has been absolutely amazing, and really pleased to be part of the journey now.
Awesome. So looking
Mike,
forward
thanks
for
for
you to
your time,
getting,
my friend.
getting through the material and setting the next step for you guys, because we're done now with these groups, is the one-on-one. So I look forward to doing a one-on-one with all of you. This will be put up for the recording into the toolbox for the last session, and I'll see you in the chat room. If you need me, you know where to get me. Peace.
Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks,
For the-
Mike.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you.
Love you. Bye.
Take care, everyone.